Hey, soul loves, it's Kimberly with Celestial Juju, and I'm going to bring to you the cosmic insights, the celestial juju of this upcoming week. We start the week out with the eclipse. That's the big ass transits. That's what I do on here is the big ass transit, how that affects you, how it affects the collective. And today we're going to do the shadow side too of what that energy is. So, yeah, we start the week out with a lunar eclipse in Pisces. And I've already done a whole thing on that. If you want to go watch that in a deep dive for each individual sign in an energy transmission, I also do energy transmissions at the end of all signs here. And then we end the week with, well, it's really next Sunday. Um, yeah, we end the week with the fall equinox. So that's the big portals. These are like huge portals that we have going on this week. So this celestial landscape this week is ripe for opportunities for deep emotional release, transformation, and unexpected breakthroughs as we approach this full moon lunar eclipse on the 17th, depending on where you live. Some of you, it's going to be the 18th, at 25 degrees Pisces. We're being invited to surrender, to let go, to embrace the uncertainty of change. This powerful eclipse offers a portal for soul level healing, spiritual evolution, and encouraging us to clear away the emotional baggage and the outdated patterns. So check out down in description because I am doing a series of transmission soul retrievals that I'm doing one on the 17th, another one on the 20th, which is the Friday right before the equinox, and again the following Friday. And you can sign up for that, and it's pay as you choose. Because I'm going to be announcing my my new class that's coming up, and it's how to use the magic to utilize these energies to make real changes in your life. Okay, so that's what's going on. Where am I with this? So, letting go and embracing uncertainty. That's where we're at. The overarching theme of this eclipse week is about release. What can you let go of that no longer serves you, your highest good? Whether it's old habits, limiting beliefs, emotional attachments, the quicker you release what's misaligned, the more powerful you will feel. The Pisces energy enhances this process, offering a sense of levitation as you rise above the burdens holding you down. Pisces is the mutable water sign, and it's guiding us to flow with life, with the currents rather than resisting them. So this full moon lunar eclipse marks accumulation and a closure of a cycle. It's an invitation to embrace the unknown. It's the conjunct of the moon with Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, dissolves the boundaries between the material and the spiritual worlds. This merging may initially create confusion, but as the fog lifts, you will gain clarity and new perspectives. Trusting this process of uncertainty is the key to unlocking the healing and spiritual growth available during this eclipse. This is supercharged with Uranus and Pluto. It's breakthroughs and big changes. Adding to the transformative power of this week is a strong aspect between Uranus retrograde in Taurus and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. This is the earth sign alignment. It's actually making a kite It signals real world changes that are at hand, and Uranus is known for sudden evolutionary energy that collides with Pluto, the planet of deep transformation, resulting in breakthroughs that push you to let go of outdated structures and embrace new opportunities. This dynamic duo encourages us to release what we've been holding onto too tightly. If you've resisted change in certain areas of your life, particularly related to your career, your personal security, or financial resources, this aspect will give you the cosmic nudge you need to break free to evolve. The changes may come unexpectedly, but they will be in alignment with your soul's growth, helping you to step into a more authentic and aligned version of yourself. Preparing for the Pisces lunar eclipse. This full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is rare and a potent event, marking a significant turning point. The first eclipse on the Pisces Virgo axis since 2021. It initiates a new karmic cycle. This eclipse is deeply connected to themes of spiritual awakening, intuition, and emotional clarity. As the eclipse conjuncts Neptune, expect heightened sensitivity, vivid dreams. Oh boy, if I had those, and spiritual insights that seem to emerge from deep within your subconscious. This is time to release the karmic debts, the unresolved emotional issues, whether this is from this life or past lifetimes, the energy support forgiveness, healing, and letting go of emotional baggage that may have been weighing you down. The Pisces eclipse isn't about seeking immediate answers, but it's about trusting the divine plan and surrendering to the flow of life. Cruise with Uranus and Pluto. This harmonious sextile with Uranus in Taurus and Pluto in Capricorn during this eclipse points to transformative breakthroughs that may come as surprises. Uranus shakes things up, encouraging you to step outside of your comfort zone, while Pluto digs deep into your psychic, facilitating long-term change. Be open to the unexpected, as these insights will likely propel you towards personal growth and transformation. You may find yourself having sudden revelations or feeling the urge to break away from old patterns. These insights can lead to profound shifts in your perspective, allowing you to see possibilities you hadn't considered before. So, the other insights for the week as we move through this week, it's accompanied by significant planetary movements that further emphasize the transformation and growth. Venus and Jupiter form harmonious trine, bringing opportunities for expansion, particularly in areas to relationship values and financial growth. Venus in Virgo focuses on details, refinement, while Jupiter in Gemini offers a broader perspective and multiple pathways for success. This is an excellent time to focus on little things and appreciate the transitions from what is to what will be. Mars squares the North Node, urging us to take action on our karmic path. This aspect brings courage and motivation, but we must be mindful not to act impulsively or burn any bridges. The challenges that arise are opportunities for growth and realignment of our soul's purpose. Mercury's opposition to Saturn adds a layer of caution, creating tension between our ideas and the structures that support them. This aspect may feel like hitting the wall, but it's an invitation to ensure that our plans are built on solid foundation. Roadblocks are merely signs to refine and perfect our strategies. As the week closes, the Sun Uranus trine brings exhilarating sense of freedom, innovation, and this aspect encourages us to think outside of the box, embracing new ways of doing things. Unexpected insights may lead to breakthroughs in areas where you've been stuck. So, the upcoming lunar eclipse is a powerful reminder that life is changing and we must remain open to the transformation. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we make space for new opportunities and growth the universe is offering us. So, this week is a week of profound cosmic shifts, inviting you to step into a higher version of yourself. Trust the process, release your grip on the old patterns, embrace the uncertainty of the new beginnings. The energy may feel intense, but they're here guiding you towards a path that's more aligned with your soul's purpose. Stay open, stay grounded, allow the currents of change to move you towards your highest potential. You are on the brink of powerful transformation. Embrace it fully. So, to help you get through this, you may want to do some water-based spiritual practice. Given Pisces has a deep connection with water, and now is the perfect time to engage in some water-based rituals or enhance your spiritual practice. Meditating near water, taking a cleansing bath, or even visualizing water. Just visualizing it coming over you like you step into the waterfall. Can help clear the emotional blockages and activate your intuition. The veil between the dimensions is thinner during this eclipse, and the opening to the door it has greater synchronicities and spiritual awakening. So, with any time we have eclipses, there's a shadow influence of the eclipse energy, particularly during the full moon lunar ones in Pisces. It has a deep implications of for the collective consciousness. And this shadow side represents the unseen, the repressed, the unresolved aspects of both individuals and society at large. Here are some key areas to consider with this. Number one, repressed emotion and collective unrest. That could be something we see come up. It could trigger the unresolved emotional wounds on a collective level. This could manifest as a resurgence of collective trauma, societal anxieties, and emotional unrest. The Pisces energies is tied to empathy, and the unconscious could heighten the collective awareness of suffering, injustice, and pain that's magnetized or forgotten. The shadow here is unresolved grief, emotional baggage that's been suppressed for both personally and globally. Okay, number two, escapism and avoidance. The Pisces energy, while deep spiritual, also has a shadow side of escapism, denial, illusion. Collectively, this could mean an avoidance of confronting harsh realities. There may be a tendency for individuals and the collective to see refugees in distractions. It could be drugs, pot, liquor, whatever, sex to get to God, whether it's through technology, addiction, or false narratives, rather than facing the painful truth that the eclipse is revealing. Number three, the fear of the unknown. The eclipses represent change, but this change comes with uncertainty. And the shadow of the eclipse energy could manifest as collective fear of the unknown, leading to a resistance to transformation. The Pisces energy dissolves the boundaries, which can invoke collective anxiety as familiar structures, whether it's political, cultural, or social. It could begin to erode or shift. Number four, spiritual bypassing. Pisces is a sign of spirituality and transcendence, often encourages deep connection with the divine. However, its shadow side can lead to spiritual bypassing, using spirituality as a way to avoid dealing with real world problems. This can manifest collectively as focus on the love and light without addressing the darker, more uncomfortable aspects of reality. Number 5, collective confusion and disillusionment. Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, dissolves boundaries of reality, leading to both heightened intuition and confusion. The eclipse could cast a shadow of collective disillusionment, where people question long held beliefs, institutions, or structures that no longer align with their evolving consciousness. This disillusion of certainty can lead to feelings of chaos and helplessness as the collective questions the validity of the world they have known. So you're going to see that a lot of questioning coming up in the media, the political systems, structures could come under scrutiny as the collective trust erodes. Okay, it could be some confusion with all of it. Okay, so that's enough of all of that. That's enough of the shadow. So we take this, the shadow is that wants to be light. So this is an opportunity, and everything that we see going on in the collective is an opportunity to go into the energy. You know, there's a shadow with the Pisces of the compassionate fatigue. It's like it encourages empathy, but then you get to a point to where you're just burnt out with it and you're kind of like, oh, F you to everybody. So there could be some energy with that. With we're already seeing that here with people not being very compassionate of others and people that have came here from other places because they were, you know, I mean, there were earthquakes and things like that. So I don't know if you've never been through a natural disaster. We do know that at times like that, it opens up people to humanitarian part of their heart. And I hope nobody goes through that. But I will say, because of the Pisces energy and the Neptune energy and the Uranus and Taurus stuff, we could see, you know, some earth things and we could see some big water things happening. Okay, so dear people, where does that leave us? Now we're going to go into all signs. So this is the invitation to step into this flow. And I'm going to also give you the shadow aspects for each sign and what that could be for you personally with your sign. So right before I go into all signs, my little public service announcement, like, share, do all of those things, make comments so the YouTube monkeys will work for me. And look down in the description box because I'm doing this upcoming class. I don't know if I'll broadcast it here. I may after the class is over with and then just put it up instead of trying to do it live. I'll just see how the energy goes. So the first class is actually 7:00 Central Time on the 17th, which is the night of the eclipse. And sometimes I don't do magic during that time period, but we're going to do this because Spirit is telling me it is time to step into this and do this. And then the next class is going to be on the 20th, right as we're going into the window of the equinox. And then I'm going to follow it up on the 27th. And I may do breath work. I'll do crystals. I'll tell you things that you can use to enhance this energy and help yourself process through this and give you some tools. Okay, so here we go. I am Kimberly Crow. I am a Western astrologer using whole sign system for this energy analysis. So listen up to your big three, to your rising sign. It's what you came to rise to be, to integrate on all aspects, soul, spirit, human aspect, to evolve into the light that you are. And you brought the wisdom into this life with your rising sign too. Okay. Your sun sign, and you have to know your birth time to know your rising sign. Your sun sign is the light that you reflect out to the world, and it's what's reflected back to you. It's your stage you stand on, and it could be your career. So if you're listening for career stuff, then listen up for sure to your sun sign. It also can be male authority figures in your lifehood, including your father. And your moon is your emotional IQ. It's how you want to be nurtured. It's how you want to nurture your body. It's how you nurture others. And it could be your mother in your chart. Okay, here we go. Okay. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. Your theme is confront the depths of your subconscious. Your energy flow this eclipse season shines a lot on your day to day routines, your health, and your healing, your sixth house. Pluto's influence is in your 10th house of career, pushing you for deep transformation, urging you to step into more empowered, authentic version of yourself. Uranus in your second house of self worth and finances brings unexpected changes, prompting you to reassess your values and redefine your approach to money. The full moon eclipse is in your 12th house of the subconscious and invites you to confront hidden fears and release karmic baggage. Your soul aspect, your shadow aspect. Yeah, it's the shadow of your soul. The shadow lies in resisting the change in your subconscious mind. You may find yourself clinging to unhealthy habits of avoidance behaviors. Be mindful of self sabotage through overwork or perfectionism, as it could block the emotional clarity that the eclipse is offering up to you, Aries. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Your theme, break free from limiting connections. Your energy flow is with Pluto in your ninth house of beliefs. You are being called to expand your worldview and embrace new philosophies. Uranus in your first house encourages you to break free from outdated self perceptions, while the full moon eclipse is in your 11th house. It highlights your social circles, your long term goals. You're asked to align with your true self, releasing friendships and aspirations that no longer resonate. The shadow aspect, the shadow for you is the fear of change in your social connections. You may feel pulled to hold on to friendships or communities out of loyalty, even when they no longer support your growth. Don't let fear of loneliness or rejection keep you from stepping into your true, authentic self, Taurus. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Your theme, redefine your public image. Your energy flow with this is focus is on the home and family with the sun in your fourth house. But Pluto in your eighth house of transformation is asking you to release control issues in intimate relationships. Uranus in your 12th house of the subconscious brings sudden revelations, urging you to address unresolved emotions. The full moon eclipse is in your 10th house of career and invites you to let go of outdated public goals and to step into more authentic professional identity. The shadow aspect for you, your shadow resides in the fear of vulnerability, particularly in your personal and professional life. You may find yourself clinging on to old career ambitions or controlling behavior in relationships out of fear. This eclipse is urging you to release the need for external validation. Okay, Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Expand your horizons, your energy flow with the sun in your third house of communication and Pluto pushing transformation in your seventh house of partnerships. You are called to redefine how you connect with others. Uranus in your 11th house brings unexpected changes in your social circles. The full moon eclipse in your ninth house encourages you to release outdated worldviews, making space for spiritual growth. The shadow aspect, the shadow here is the fear of change in your beliefs and how you communicate them. You may resist altering long held perspectives or struggle with letting go of relationships that no longer align with your evolving worldview, Cancer. Okay, Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Transform your legacy. Your energy flow The sun is in your second house of finances. Self-worth brings you focus to money matters. Pluto in your sixth house urges transformation in your daily routines. And Uranus in your 10th house brings unexpected shifts in your career. The full moon eclipse in your eighth house of shared resources challenges you to confront control issues in relationships and release emotional baggage tied to past partnerships or financial or entanglements. So the shadow aspect, your shadow aspect lies in the attachment to external recognition and control over shared resources. This eclipse asks you to release the need for dominance in partnerships and to trust the flow of energy, both financially and emotionally. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising align with authentic partnerships. The spotlight is on your identity as the sun illuminates your first house. Pluto is in your fifth house of creativity. It asks you to release superficial pursuits, while Uranus in your ninth house pushes you to explore new spiritual ideas. The full moon eclipse in your seventh house of partnerships asks you to align with authentic relationships, releasing those that are no longer in alignment with your truth. The shadow aspect, the shadow here is the fear of vulnerability in relationships. You may find yourself holding on to partnerships out of fear of change or suppressing your true self in order to keep the peace. This eclipse is urging you to honor your own growth, even if it means letting go of connections that no longer serve you. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Heal, transform your daily routines. Your energy flow. This eclipse season is focused on your subconscious and your daily routines. With Pluto in your fourth house, transformation in your emotional foundations is required. Uranus in your eighth house brings changes in intimacy and shared resources. That's inheritance, alimony, all of those things. Okay, so the full moon eclipse is in your sixth house of health and habits. It asks you to release old routines and ways of living that no longer serve your well being. The shadow aspect, your shadow lies in the tendency to overextend yourself in your daily life, often sacrificing personal health and boundaries for others. This eclipse asks you to release the need for external validation and prioritize self care. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Embrace new passions. Your energy flow with the sun in your 11th house of friendship, you're focused on long term goals and connections. Pluto in your third house transforms how you communicate, while Uranus in your seventh house brings unexpected changes in partnerships. The full moon eclipse is in your fifth house of creativity and invites you to release old patterns and embrace new ways of expressing yourself. The shadow aspect. The shadow aspect is the fear of losing control in partnerships and creative pursuits. You may find yourself clinging to old ways of communicating or expressing yourself. This eclipse encourages you to release control and to trust the creative flow. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Redefine your roots. The energy flow. With the eclipse in your fourth house of home, it's time to create emotional clarity around your family and roots. Pluto in your second house is transforming your relationships with money and self worth, while Uranus in your sixth house shakes up your work routines. The full moon eclipse asks you to confront emotional wounds and establish a secure foundation for the future. The shadow aspect, the shadow here is to is the fear of emotional vulnerability, particularly in your family life. You may avoid confronting deep sealed emotional issues out of fear and instability. This eclipse asks you to face those emotions head on and create more secure emotional environment. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Express your authentic self. Your energy flow with this eclipse highlights your communication in your third house, with Pluto in your first house of identity, pushing for transformation in how you present yourself. Uranus in your fifth house brings unexpected shifts in creativity and romance. The full moon eclipse invites you to release outdated ways of thinking and expressing yourself. The shadow aspect, your shadow resides in the fear of changing how you communicate your needs and desires. This eclipse asks you to release rigid thinking and embrace more authentic form of self-expression. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your theme. Reassess your values, your energy flow. The eclipse focuses on your values and your resources, your second house. Pluto is in your 12th house. It pushes for transformation in your subconscious, while Uranus in your fourth house brings unexpected changes in your home life. The full moon eclipse asks you to release old beliefs about money and self worth to create space for new opportunities. The shadow aspect, your shadow lies in the fear of scarcity and security. You may cling to outdated financial habits or beliefs about self worth, afraid of change. This eclipse asks you to trust in abundance and let go of limiting beliefs. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Embrace your true identity. Your energy flow with the eclipse being in your first house of identity, everything is activating for you. Pluto in your 11th house is transforming your friendships and your long term goals, while Uranus in your third house pushes you to communicate more authentically. The full moon eclipse is a powerful moment to release old perceptions and step into your true self, your shadow aspect. Your shadow lies in the fear of stepping into your power. You may be hesitant to embrace your authentic self out of concern what others will perceive. This eclipse asks you to release those fears and confidently express who you truly are. Do your mission, Pisces. Okay, peeps. This eclipse season offers the opportunity to face our shadows, to integrate them, and emerge stronger, more aligned, and ready to embrace the next chapter of our lives. So that concludes our all signs. We're going to step into this energy transmission and see what these planets have here for us at this time to be our allies and to help us integrate these energies. So let me check into the planets and see what the cosmos has for us. And they're not outside of us, they're within us. We created these maps when we jumped in, when we were spirit, and it was like, oh, so easy. And then they said, here, take a map so you'll know this and you'll remember. These are aspects of you that are within you, but they can be archetypal patterns that seem to be outside of us, but they're really within us. Does that make any sense? That's the disillusionment and the illusion of the Pisces energy. Okay, so let's see. They're telling me for us to start out to unplug from that mind matrix. There is so much crap out there right now. There's so much confusion. You don't need to be processing that emotional wave. 50 something percent of the population is an emotional wave. And if you're not emotional wave, you don't want to be processing it. And if you are emotional wave, you don't need everybody else's emotional wave running through you right now. So we're going to unplug from this mind matrix. So here's your third eye where you sent that energy out into the wouldas and the couldas and shouldas of all of humanity because you thought somewhere there'd be some kind of survival code in there for you. Nah. Unplug, 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 unplug. Unplug from that energy. Woo! Okay, so we're gonna imagine a waterfall. And then you can either step into it, you see the crystalline structure of the water. Oh, feel the energy, the flow, the divine flow of the energy. And utilize this crystalline, pure energy into every cell of your body and then out into all of creation. The flow, the divine flow, the wisdom of what it's like to be in flow. So connect in your own sacred chamber to your own inner awakened mastery. And call in these allies if you choose to balance the frequencies for you and to be here during this time period and to ground us. And to activate us to remember the mission and the truth of who we are, the divine purpose, and the love and the wisdom and the compassion for ourselves first. I'm here to invite your future self in to receive the gratitude that your future self has for you, because you are the one that went through all the trials and tribulations so your future self could be the future. So feel what that's like to be snuggled, love cuddled by your own future self and the gratitude that it has for you. I'm going to start crying for each step that you took. And even the ones that you didn't take, the times that you stood still, the times you forgot to breathe. So just let yourself take this energy in and know that it's safe to breathe and to be who you are, to shine your light into the world, and shine your light into your own self. Ooh. This is Kimberly with Celestial Juju. Thank you so much for embodying and taking on a DNA skin suit and being here at this time. And if you want to step into a container with me, then I'm inviting you. You know, you just have to show up. That's all you have to do is to just come and be. So check out in the description. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Be blessed.